Hello, everyone. Once again, when I see these articles showing the desperate situation of Ukrainian soldiers in the Kursk region of Russia, I have to ask the question, why are they still there? Winter is coming, Jon Snow. Get them the hell out. Once again, they have done their job. They have done what they set out to do. And once again, what they are reporting is not that different from what we hear from Ukrainian soldiers, for example, fighting in the eastern part of Ukraine. Lots and lots and lots of troops attacking them. Basically, a tremendous amount of disregard for human life. Things like that. But the difference, and I'm sure psychologically it matters too, they are not on their home turf. They are in hostile territory, and fairly deep in hostile territory. So, like I said, I would give an order to get them out. There's, at this time, absolutely no shame in them getting the fuck out of there. You know, there's no use in wasting any more lives. Guys, don't be like the Russians, okay? That's my suggestion for that particular situation. Now, this shit doesn't help. When somebody just goes out there and starts yammering on about a potential for nuclear war, it doesn't help. Not surprisingly, in this particular case, the person doing this is Russian tycoon Malafeev, who happens to be an ally of Putin's. So when people like that start talking about, oh, it's all gonna blow up, I have to wonder. I have to wonder because in my mind, it's nothing more than pushing his best buddy's line. You know, just doing the same thing as Russian media and pundits and all of them together have been doing for months and months and months. Because again, if you want to verify what I'm saying, go and look up another Putin's poodle, Dmitry Medvedev, on Telegram or on X. Go and look him up. He talks about nuclear everything like multiple times every month. So the fact that yet another ally of Putin's is going the same way doesn't surprise me. This is amusing. New York Times, how long did it take you to figure this one out? Really? You needed an investigation to determine that forced adoptions from Ukraine had something to do with Putin. Isn't that why there is a warrant for his arrest outstanding from the International Criminal Court? Could that be it? Seriously? Come on. Again, you know, things like that are annoying to me because they're obvious, and yes, I understand it's important to conduct investigations, except when they are redundant. This has already been done. There's already plenty of evidence of this, so why don't you go do something useful? Some good news, at least in one area, talking about a river crossing in one of the Ukrainian regions. So let me show you where the Oskil River is at to better illustrate why it's important. See that red dot there? Right over the Russian-Ukrainian border, and it is very close to Ukraine's city of Kharkiv. And I know by now, if you're following the news from Ukraine, you know Ukrainian map. It's the second largest city in Ukraine, very important strategically, and unfortunately located very close to the border. So it's getting pummeled on a regular basis. So the river we're talking about is in that general area, and that is why this is so important, even though this is kind of small news if you consider in general the scale of the military actions there. So basically, at one point, Russian forces, because once again, huge quantities of people we're talking about there, managed to cross the river, and tried to basically secure that particular side over there, secure that position. Ukrainians managed to push them back and managed to retake control of the right bank. So again, considering the position of the river, considering where it's at in the Kharkiv region, this is very, very important. And honestly, considering how bad things are in general in Ukraine right now, every little bit helps. Honestly, it does. So I'm sure we'll hear more. I hope this particular success sticks. But as usual, the war in Ukraine remains a developing story. More to come.